Well, hello, sunshine. Welcome back to the energy forecast video for mid-July. This energy reading is going to be for approximately the dates of July 11th through the end of July. And I'm just going to give you an overview of what you can expect, and I'm going to pull some cards for you. But before we do that, it is my birthday coming up. It's on the 15th of July, so yay, I'm so excited. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because back here I have an addition to my fairies and my angels that a client gave me, and I just wanted to show you because it's so cute. Hard to see, and I just wanted to be really careful with it too. Isn't it so cute? So it's a little globe, but it lights up and when it's dark, but you can't see because it's not dark right now. I was hoping that it would when I touched it because it did it yesterday. But anyways, I just want to show you because she's so cute. So my new addition up here, and very careful with her. She will be in my new space in my office when I finish that. I am diligently still working on that. But I did want to give you an update on my patio. I have made a decision and I'm going to get aggregate. I was going to just do plain concrete, but the price difference wasn't that much different. So I'm going to do the aggregate. And at least it'll be a little bit more decorative. So I will post pictures when I'm done with that. That'll hopefully be in August at some point. So before I do the reading too, I did want to touch base with, I had done a reading for a client and she was so cute. She owns a family restaurant near Gaylord. It's in Lewiston, Michigan. So if you're familiar with that area or if you're driving through there, it's near Gaylord and Grayling. And I asked her if she would be okay if I shared this, but they have a family restaurant. It's called the Villager Restaurant. And like I said, it's in Lewiston, Michigan. So if you get a chance, stop by there. Her name is Amy. So you can say hello, tell her Laura said hi. I guess they're open for breakfast and lunch, she said. So I'm going to have to try that myself. I haven't been there. So let me know how it is if you go too. Okay, so let's get started. We have a lot to cover and I'm going to pull some cards, but I want to give you an overview of what you can expect this month because things are pretty intense and kind of crazy. So if you've been feeling really super emotional, is totally normal because that is the energy that is going on right now. We have a full moon that is on July 13th. And this full moon is in Capricorn, which is the sign of ambition. The sun is in sensitive Cancer, which Cancer, I'm a Cancer sign, is very emotional. And so I try to keep my emotions in check, but also very loving and very kind. And when I say emotional too, it's more sensitive. So I'm more of the sensitive Cancer. And I tend to really feel things. I'm very, very, very empathic, and you may be as well, even more right now because of the energies and the things that are happening this month. So if you are feeling super sensitive, it's completely because of the energies and what's happening right now. So don't be too hard on yourself because it can be very overwhelming. You're going to really want to process and take time to nurture and care for yourself. You may also feel more connection with family, with loved ones, or feel like you just, want to spend more time with them. This is in the Cancer sign, is very much a homey, wanting to spend time with family, wanting lots of love and like nurturing. That's kind of my overall sign, and that is what is happening right now. So I wrote down a couple notes because I wanted to make sure that I mentioned them. Pluto is in close proximity to the moon, which is about unearthing your gifts and your fears, and releasing them so that you're not staying stuck. So you may feel like some gifts are starting to surface, or you're starting to think about what is it that I want to do, this career path or whatever just really doesn't maybe necessarily feel like I'm in the right space. What are my gifts? So this time is about unearthing that, and also the fears that are holding you back from moving forward. And the sun is in Cancer, which I said, and the moon in Capricorn. So it's about staying true to your heart. If you, right now, this is a time, if you're feeling like you are undervaluing yourself, you want to let the moon shine on your worth and your value. Also, if there is a person or a situation that isn't supporting you right now, this is the time to let them go. Let the situation go. Start to really okay, so your guides are stepping forward when I'm talking about this too, making yourself the priority. And when I say that, it's not about being selfish, but it's about, okay, is this person or is this situation adding value into my life, or are they just continuing to drain me? And sometimes that will happen in relationships or with people that are close to us, our friends, jobs. They can have ups and downs. Okay, so that's normal. But if you are in a situation where every time you're talking to this person, you're feeling drained, or every time you're in this work situation, it's like it's a continual drain on your energy, it doesn't mean you need to quit your job or end the relationship, but you will know deep down if it really isn't working and it's time for you to release it, or it's time for you to really focus on releasing that and think about, this just isn't working. It's time for me to move on. And that is what this month is all about, really shining a light on those situations that are not working for you anymore. That's what full moons do. They bring into the light, they reveal what has been hidden. So I'm going to go ahead and start to pull some cards and just kind of give you an overview of the next couple of weeks as well. That was just kind of like the overall of what's going on right now with the moon being in Capricorn and the sun being in Cancer. Okay, so pull some cards from this deck, and then I will do some others, a couple of the other decks too. What is for everybody's highest and greatest good to know for the next couple of weeks? And I'm not sure when this video is going to be released. So I know it's kind of at the end of the week, and I wasn't feeling good at the beginning of the week, so I needed to give myself a little bit more time to do this. So let's see. Does everybody need to know that it's for the highest and greatest good? I do my shuffling. Okay. I'm going to move the screen down. Ooh, a couple cards flew out. Very interesting. Let's see. Okay. And okay. Okay, so, all right. I usually just pull the cards too until I feel like your guides and angels tell me to stop. I just always listen to my intuition. So the two cards that flew out were the Two of Wands, which is journey, or looking into the future, trying to figure out, okay, what's my next move? Where am I heading? What do I want to do next? And the Magician card. The Magician is all about you have the power within. Don't hold yourself back. This is a time of magic, synchronicities, opportunities may be coming your way. So even if you're not sure where you're going right now, you have a lot of power in this situation. And this is the Magician card is letting you know that you are able to manifest what you want at this time. And especially since we have a full moon, that is amplifying the energy. Full moons always amplify our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions. So you want to make sure that you're really working on having a clear vibration so you do manifest and bring in what it is that you want to manifest. So if it's connected with, the future, something about the future, trust and know that you have the ability to manifest what you want right now. And you can do it very quickly too. This is something that, let me just tell you, this is something that my guides were saying recently, is having the ability to manifest very quickly. Really all that is required is that you raise your vibration. So when you're in a space of joy, and that's something that I was talking about with the cards this past week too, in the daily forecast, or the daily cards that we do on Facebook. If you're not familiar, it's with the Michigan Medium Angels, and you can go on there and we post a daily card every day. But basically what they were bringing forward, was about the energy and raising your energy, raising your vibration. So it's like being in that space of joy or happiness, even in neutral, just being even neutral. That's all you need to do, neutral and above. That is where you can really manifest what you want. If you start to think about, oh, I really want to get a new job, and you start to think about it. So right now, take a minute to think, what is it that I want to bring into my life? What area would I like to change or for it to be different? This month is really not so much about action. This month is about really going within and taking time to evaluate what it is that you want. There will be time for action. This is more of like again, a pause. I think we had a little bit of a pause the last one that I did as well. This is sort of still, you're still pausing, you're still evaluating, you're still kind of considering your options, thinking about what it is that you want. When you are ready and you feel like, you know what, yeah, I know what I want and I'm ready to manifest that, being in a space of excitement, thinking about the thing that you want, noticing if there's any resistance. So if it's that you want to bring in a partner, when you think about a partner, and if you were to open the door right now and there your partner was, would you feel ready? Would you feel, ooh, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I don't know if I financially am secure enough where I'm at, or I need to, fix up my house, or whatever it is that you would feel resistance to about bringing a partner. That's where you want to put your focus on, and you want to work on that area and clear it up. It doesn't mean that you need to lose 10 pounds before you go out dating. It means that you need to be okay with where you are right now with your physical body, your appearance, or what is happening in your life. And if you don't, then getting yourself to a place where you do feel good about that. If it's with a job, do you feel like you don't have enough skills, or that you need to have more experience? Get clear about that, because a lot of times you really don't need more experience. A lot of times you can learn what you need to on a job, and they're going to train you. Or it could be that you're really comfortable where you are and you just don't want to make the effort to do that. Then don't wait until you are clear. You want to get clear about what you want to manifest. You don't want to have your energy be scattered. That's when you are not manifesting what you want, when your energy is scattered. So get clear about what you want, get excited about it, get in that high vibration, and then you will manifest very, very quickly. Okay, let's get back to the cards. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I know I kind of did that last time, and I didn't mean for the video to be so long. So the first card is the Emperor card, which is reversed. So this can be about a male figure. This could be connected to a job, the head of the family. It's reversed, so there's some issue with a male in your life, or it could be even not necessarily a male, but somebody that's the head of a job, the family, the head of a corporation, the head of, could even be connected actually with politics. And I'm not going to get into that, but that could be what this is about too, because it's reversed. So it's that power figure. The next card is the Three of Cups, which is about friendships. This is about close relationships, needing to spend more time with your friends. So you may have some opportunity to do that, or you may feel some type of restriction about being able to, because the next card is the Five of Pentacles. And this is about a restriction with money. So you may be feeling like you're wanting to spend money or spend more time with your friends, or get out and go do things, but you just kind of feel like a little bit of a restriction connected with that. And you're not sure if you should do that. But what I'm hearing to tell you is you do need to make plans. So make plans with your friends. It will be worth it. You enjoy this time. Don't let the restrictions, the financial restrictions, hold you back from doing things that feel good to you. And you don't have to spend a lot of money when you go out. You could do things that, go for a walk, call up your friends, or just talk too. It could just be as simple as just needing that connection, or having some type of connection or community, or reaching out to find new friends as well. Don't let the money hold you back, is what I'm hearing, because that is a big issue. So, or you're feeling like it's a big issue with this financial restriction right now. The next card is the Ten of Wands, which is reversed. Upright, it would be where you're carrying a heavy burden. So this is going to be releasing. So when I see this, this usually means the opposite of the card for me when it's this way. So when it's reversed, to me, that's a burden is lifting. There's something in your life that is clearing up, that is releasing, where you're starting to feel like there's a little bit more open space. Even if right now you're still feeling this restriction, this card is letting you know that there's some open space that will be coming forward for you, where things will start to even out a little bit. The next card is the Knight of Wands, which is reversed. And this can be connected with movement, fast movement, some type of an idea, or adventure. This usually is, it could be a trip too. It may feel like you aren't able to go on a trip. This, again, this restriction, there's a lot of restriction happening, or you're feeling restricted. Again, this month, this next couple of weeks is really about going within and tuning into your own personal, what I'm hearing too, your own personal, they're saying timeline. So you may be feeling restriction with time, like you don't have enough time to get everything done that needs to get done. And this card is normally a very quick action card going forward. And when it's reversed, it just means that there's kind of like a pause and a stop. So you may feel like you can't get everything that you want to get done right now. You may feel like you can't finish everything, but take it in little pieces, do it in little chunks. You don't have to get it all done right now. So if there's like, I want to be able to move forward with, with a new job or search for a new job, and I feel like I'm not able to do that, or there aren't a lot of jobs out there right now, don't worry, because it's going to open up. That space will open up. It's a temporary kind of a pause. It's a temporary stop. The two overall cards are the 10 of Pentacles that I pulled. And then this is sort of like, both of these cards were reversed. I'm just going to say that first. So the 10 of Pentacles is about family. It's about money, but this is a happy card. The only thing is that it's reversed. And so that means that there's some type of an issue within your family. It could pertain to money. It could pertain to financial. It could pertain to, it doesn't, okay, thank you. They're bringing forward like grounding or earthing, or there's still some issue within the family where it's like there's a restriction. This card can represent like an argument or having to defend yourself and setting up healthy boundaries. So you may feel like you need to set up healthy boundaries with your family members, where they could be encroaching on your, I'm just hearing healthy boundaries, setting healthy boundaries and making sure that you're doing that, and you are honoring your needs, as well as being aware of what other people, are feeling, and not being disrespectful and not being hurtful in any way. Okay, thank you. Your guides are bringing forward, when you go into a situation and you really speak from your heart and you're being true and you're being honest with yourself and other people, they're going to feel that, regardless of if they say that or if they are being respectful. Even if they're being disrespectful, when you come at it from a place of genuine, authentically expressing yourself in a way that feels good to you, no matter how their reaction is, you can feel good about how you reacted. And so that's very important right now. I'm hearing not to take things too personally. You may be feeling oversensitive, so it may feel like somebody said something that really hurt your feelings. And take a step back and just recognize, okay, maybe I misunderstood, or maybe that wasn't what the intention was. And even if it was intentional, you have the option of how you're going to choose to handle, to react or respond to that situation. And that's what both of these cards are about. So there's, this feeling of wanting to be close to family, wanting to be connected, but you are feeling like you're having to set up healthy boundaries and defend yourself. But you may also, because it was reversed, feel like you can kind of let your guard down a little bit, that you don't have to be so closed off or so protective. And when I do that with that's my heart chakra, there's a card that where there are two swords crossing over the heart, and the card represents being very protective of your heart. This is a time where you do need to be protective, but it's also about being able to let your guard down and allow yourself to experience life with your heart, allowing your heart to open up, allow your heart chakra to feel, to be vulnerable, and to not be so restrictive and so closed off. Again, the emotions are really, really high, but everybody's learning their lessons. So it's not, even if you're feeling like really frustrated with the situation and it's not turning out the way that you wanted it to or expected it to, you have the choice in how you're going to choose to respond to it. And allowing yourself to open up your heart chakra and say, okay, if this situation isn't working, then there's something better for me. Then it's okay for me to move forward. It's okay for me to either find, again, a new job, a new relationship, friends, or even taking time to talk about it and to sit down and have a discussion. Although we do have some very intense energy coming at the end of this month. So really, you want to tune into an opening, asking for an opening, ask your angels and guides, give me an opening when I could have this discussion with my loved one. And again, I'm hearing to go into the situations with an open heart, go into the situations without, they're showing me. So again, this is so interesting. They're bringing forward like someone hurt your feelings or someone said something, and then you're being reactive and you're upset about it. Try to move that ego part of you out of the way. Even if they did say that, it doesn't mean that you need to have a conversation or talk to them. If you feel like you want to, and this is a relationship you want to work on, then ask your angels and guides for an opportunity to do that, to be able to have a discussion where they're going to hear you. It's going to be the perfect timing where they're going to hear you, and you're going to be able to speak from a loving heart. If you feel like you're not going to be heard, then you do want to be protective of yourself and you want to let go and you want to move forward. So I'm hearing don't hold on to the negative energy. Work through it, release it, and move forward. Even if it feels like it's, stuck for a little while, because it may be with the emotions or with the energy that we have this month. So again, at the end of the month, we're going to have some intense energy. Could be fighting. I just heard fight. Them are fighting words. My sister always says that. So, if you feel like somebody says something that gets you to like have a reaction, take a breath, pause. You may feel like you need to say something in that moment. You definitely want to defend yourself, but be aware of how you are responding and do it from a place where you're going to feel good about it, where you are standing up for yourself, but you're doing it in a loving, healthy way, not in a vindictive way, not in a defensive way, not in a way that's going to cause harm, not in a, what is that word? Like a, can't think of the word, it'll come to me, but I'm going to say one thing, but I mean something else. You don't want to do that. That energy isn't helpful for you or for the other person. So if there is something that needs to be said, do it in a healthy, loving way. Take time to think about it. Take time to figure out, how do I want to approach this? And then go ahead when you're coming from a place where you're calmer, rational, where you've had time to really think about what it is that you want to say and what would be most effective. Okay, so I am going to pull some cards for, and again, that was for the next couple weeks. So it's good though. It really is. This energy is very interesting right now. There's a lot of loving, like kind of like nurturing and like caring energy happening right now too. So I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels deck. Let's see. What do you need to know about your relationship right now? Or if you're not in a relationship, this can be doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic. It could be connected with friendships as well. But we're just going to set the intention that this is for a romantic relationship or partnership. Even if you're not in one, it could be for a future relationship or what you need to know about moving forward. All right. Interesting. Okay. So this is release your ex. All right. So this is about letting go of some energy that needs to be released. So for instance, it's so funny because there was a situation that I was just talking with one of my clients about. There was a situation that happened to me when I was 18, and this was coming back in my mind. I was like, why is this person coming up? And it was really kind of like a cruel thing that ended up happening. This guy invited me to this party, and he was, I don't know what the deal was, but he was like not a good person. And there were other people who were there, and the whole situation was so odd. And I didn't really know at the time that I was so intuitive, but it was almost like I was being set up to I'm not even going to go into it. It was just a very weird scenario. And I ended up having to like see this guy afterwards and work with him. And I made a choice and a decision that I really wish I wouldn't have. There was this other guy who was there at the party, and the guy I went with wasn't talking to me or paying attention to me, and he was just being so weird. And then I started talking to this other guy. Nothing ever happened, but the guy that I was there with, he got mad at me, and then his friends were mad at me, and it was this whole big weird scenario. And then I had to see him like after that for like a few weeks when I was still working at this job, and it was just so uncomfortable. So this scenario flashed back in my mind, and I had to really stop and think about it and figure out why it was coming back up, why it was surfacing. Releasing. He was one of my exes that I needed to work through the energy of and forgive myself. I was young, I didn't know what was going on. I made a decision that was maybe not the best decision at the time, and that I regret, but there were reasons that it happened. So I had to work through forgiving myself and also that guy in the situation. And so you'll know when you think about a situation, if you still are holding a space for it. So if there's an ex of yours that you think about and you feel like a tinge of anger, or you feel a tinge of regret, or you feel a tinge of sadness, there's work that needs to be done with that relationship. And you need to go to it and think about it and figure out, how can I heal that? How can I get myself to a place where I'm neutral? So when I think about this person, I'm not having that energy connected with them, and that I can really truly move forward. It doesn't mean you don't care about the person, or you mean ill will towards them or something. It has nothing to do with that. You want to fully and completely be able to be neutral. So if you saw them on the street, you'd be like, hey, how you doing? And that it wouldn't affect you in any way. That's how you know you have fully released, healed a situation or released an ex. So this is letting you know there's work that you need to do. So fully release it, and also that it's safe to release an ex. So sometimes people will think, well, if I let them go, I might not ever find that love again. I still love them and I still care about them. Actually, if you're holding a space where you can still love and care about somebody, but if you want to be able to move forward and be in a loving relationship in your future, if you're ready for that, you may not be, but if you're ready for that, then you really want to heal that and know that that doesn't mean you're not going to still care about them. And it doesn't mean you're going to not still have feelings for them, but you don't want to hold yourself in a space of not being able to move forward because of this past relationship. You might want to hold yourself back because you might not be ready to move forward. And if you're not, that's okay too. But this card is telling you that it is safe to release, to let go with love and compassion and understanding, to be able to bring forward a relationship, if you want one, in your life moving forward. It's time. Okay, it's time. Yes, yes, yes. And it is definitely time for me to release my ex. So that's exactly what I was doing. Yep, cutting the cords. And you can ask Archangel Michael, please cut the cords to my ex fill that space, cut any negative cords. Let's just say that. So Archangel Michael, please cut any cords to any negativity connected with this person, fill in their name, fill that space with white light and unconditional love, and transmute any negativity with the violet flame. That will take care of it all. All right. Archangel Michael will do that for you very easily. Okay, so we're going to pull a card from the Talking to Heaven deck now. This will be one from a loved one on the other side. So let's see what our loved ones on the other side want to say to us. Okay, so this card is saying we will be together again. So your loved ones are saying we will be together again. And so that it's safe for you to still like live your life and have fun. It's interesting on the card because there's water and they're like paddle boarding. So there must be like somebody who is connected with paddle boarding or just having fun in the water. And it's interesting how they're kind of separated. They're not necessarily right next to each other, but they're still together doing the same thing, but they're apart. So to me, that's symbolic of your loved one being on the other side. I'm still with you, experiencing what you're experiencing. I might not be right there next to you, or you might not see me next to you because this person is behind, so they can't necessarily see the person behind them. But it's your loved one's way of saying, I am right there with you. I am experiencing what you're experiencing, and we will be together again. Okay. I'm hearing the number 22. So I don't know who that goes to, but I'm hearing the number 22 and also 23, which is interesting. 22 and 23. Not sure why. 22 and 23. So that may be significant with July, or the number 22 may be significant for somebody. I mean, the twos are connected with everything being in divine order. So that could mean something 22, but 23. All right. You know who that goes to. If it feels like it resonates with you, you know it's meant for you. All right, I'm going to pull one other card from the Quantum Oracle deck. And this gives us a little bit more understanding too of the energies and the things that are going on around us, what we need to know. So we're going to pull a card for everybody's highest and greatest good. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is reversed too. The victim mentality, feeling like you're a victim in the situation. So this card was reversed, which is good. It's just letting you know that even if you're feeling defeated, or you're feeling sad, or you're feeling like you're, you know, there's been a lot of that too. So I want to really reiterate, do not be beating yourself up if you're not feeling good, or if you're having a hard time, or you're really struggling with something. That is what is going on with the energy right now. It's literally forcing up things and issues to surface so that you can heal them. Like big fears are coming forward. Someone very close to me just recently lost their job of, I don't even know how many years she's been working there. And it's causing a lot of fear, you know, obviously. It's really important to recognize you have the power. You really do, even when it feels like you don't. But you have to really make it a priority to work through the situation and figure out, okay, get yourself to a place of feeling grounded and feeling calm first before you make any decisions, any big life major decisions. And you can do that in many different ways. I've talked about some of them before. Just being able to like discuss things that are going on too, that can help. Writing things down, journaling, going for walks, listening to uplifting music, changing the way you're looking or viewing the situation. So you are getting out of this victim mentality, or this card is a indication that you are moving in the right direction, that you are starting to let go of feeling like you don't have any control, that energy is now shifting and you're moving out of it. So that's a really good place to be. Oh, cool. Okay. And then normally upright. So this is the decreased card, which upright would mean you are losing something or letting go, this card is reversed as well. And so it's showing, that means that there's an increase. So there's some increase that is coming into your life where you were feeling like a victim for a while. You were feeling disempowered. You were feeling like you didn't have any power, or you were feeling out of control in some area of your life. This card is letting you know that that situation is resolving. This is kind of like an amplifier saying, yes, the situation is shifting and changing. There is an increase coming into your life. So don't be afraid. Don't let that scare you. Okay. And then the next card, I just heard to pull another card, is the deserving card. You are deserving. You are worthy of all good things. So, and I love this card. It's so pretty. Of course, I love it because she has a yellow dress on. All right. So this is letting you know you're deserving. You're deserving of what you want. Start to focus your attention on that and know that abundance and all good things are headed your way right now. I know that feels good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. All right. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of July, and I will see you in a few weeks when I do the next video. So take care and have a good rest of your day. Sending you lots of love. Mwah.